Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening.
Let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble! Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Toon Review, and this is Euro 2020 prediction time with myself and that one there. Jade, good evening to you.
Good evening, all.
How you doing?
I'm good. Hope everyone's all right. It's very hot and bothered, but
Yeah, that's an understatement, Jade. I am actually melting here. I've got these two big spotlights shining on the green screen, and I'm not kidding you. There's no breeze coming through the windows.
There's nothing, is there?
No, but it seems to be windy outside. Yeah. I can hear it, but there's nothing coming through the windows, and that's a bit disturbing for me. All I can feel is a nice little breeze around my ankles, which is weird. So, I'm overheating, so I do apologise, guys. If I do have to clean my glasses about 35 times tonight, I should have put my contact lenses in. I didn't because I'm an idiot. Bear with me. I have a towel to just clean the sweat up because it's just bizarre. Anyway, we've got a few comments just before we get going on the predictor, because we've got the predictor open tonight, or we will have shortly. We'll be chatting about each group, putting the teams into the places, and then seeing who ends up the winner. Now, it'll be very interesting to see, Jade, when we do this predictor together, if we've got the same idea of who's going to be where, because I know you've written everything down. You've prepped well. So it'll be very interesting to see if we both agree on who's going to finish where. James says, how are England? Pizza versus kebab tomorrow night. Well, it's the opening. I would go with a kebab, mate, James. I'd get yourself a nice kebab. He fancies France versus England final, and he thinks France will win, sadly.
We'll see.
Go into
that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but we'll see. We'll see. Everyone's going about the likes of France, England, Portugal, and Belgium, etc., being the favourites to win the Euros. But I think Denmark and Switzerland have good enough squads to cause a surprise. Hey, we know Denmark have got a very decent side. Denmark are probably my underdogs, if I'm honest. I think they could cause a surprise. But knowing my predictions throughout the football season just gone, don't listen to me. Billy says, good evening, Mohammed VI and Queen Jade of Heaven I.
Thank you.
Proper nice to Jade, and then you're thanks very much, Billy. I love you too, mate. Will says, how are you? We're good, Will. I'm just checking these comments now before I put them on the screen.
Make sure they're nice to Paul.
Oh dear me. Had a bad day, says Annie. I did invite Annie on the show, but unfortunately he's got to go on another one at 8 o'clock. So priorities. The weird thing is I did send a few messages out today for people to come on the show tonight, but I didn't get one reply apart from Annie. So I must have upset somebody along the line. I don't know. I don't know where.
We're good enough anyway.
Damn right. Some strange woman called Emily has messaged in to say, evening, Paul, hope you're well.
I'm fine as well. Thanks for asking.
You sit right next to her.
I hope
Jesus Christ. Good evening, Emily. I hope you're well. And just tell her to sod off or chuck something at her. And Billy says, England must win the Euros. We sacrificed all those points at Eurovision to ensure our victory at the Euros. Billy, I actually, it's a guilty sin of mine, a guilty pleasure, if you like. But I do like watching Eurovision.
I think it's hilarious.
the reason I mainly watch it for is I think Graham Norton is hilarious because
I love him.
He takes the piss from the word go, doesn't he? Out of all these
I mean,
acts,
he's no Mr. Wogan, but he's done a good
no,
job. I think
he'll never be Terry Wogan. I think he's even admitted that, hasn't he? I mean, he was a big fan of Terry Wogan doing the Euros, but I think it's so funny when he just takes the piss from the start, and you can tell he loves doing it as well, just to you know. I guess, but it's my guilty pleasure. But there's quite a few songs from the past that I've really liked from Eurovision. Actually, Layla says, "Why did you not read my comment?" Because it's mainly that sort of comment is for Monday night. Layla, I won't be reading anything like that out on the show. Emily says, "Don't care. How are you? Don't care how you are." She says, "Oh, well, fair enough."
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. Bonjour, chippers. Good evening, matey. Layla says, "How about Turkey? They will win the Euros." I don't think they'll win it, but I do think they're probably a lot of people's underdogs to go quite far. Keith says, "Evening, Paul and Jade. Hope you're well." Andrew, everyone, evening, everyone. COVID is an absolute killer. Raging here in Glasgow. I know. There's not very people. Chow versus Mahaba. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, Annie. I don't speak funny.
I think it's hello in both languages.
All right, all right, all right.
Just got a new Chow, and I was assuming.
Yeah, I bet you're one of these posh birds, are you? That like you meet up with your friends and like you're like chow.
No, I was like from TikTok going bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Andrew says, "Need the footy to start tomorrow." Come on, Scotland, of course. Andrew's going to be supporting Scotland. Layla says, "Denmark have players like Schmeichel, Højbjerg, Eriksson, Christensen, Poulsen, and Braithwaite. Yep, they've got some decent size. Use the UEFA website." Layla, that's coming. That's coming. We're all prepped. And Annie says it means hello in Italian and Turkish. Well, aren't you just a clever little boy? Well done, Annie. You should have been on this show instead of going pouncing off on another one at 8 o'clock, but I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. Music My Prize says Portugal may just go and win the Euros. The team is really talented. Billy says, "Yes, Andrew, England will come on Scotland." Well, it'll be very interesting, the England-Scotland game, which I believe is next Friday night, isn't it? So
it is.
Very interesting. Match reaction at 10 o'clock on a Friday night again, Jade. It's been a while. It has. Annie says, "I could sup a Wales if I want to." No, don't, please. I fancy Turkey, says Andrew. Dark horses. Oh, Christ, Paul, get over it. What's your thoughts on Portugal? I think a lot of people are fancying them, judging by the comments that are coming in. Hi, Annie, says Keith. Will Shah get game time for Switzerland?
Probably.
Well, he's one of the main players.
Yeah, I think he's probably one of the first names on the team sheet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's also a big, I believe he's their penalty taker, if I'm not mistaken. He's certainly one of the main guys. I love Portugal's right back yesterday who scored. Not sure who that is. Billy, we're going to embarrass you, says Andrew. And will Bale have a good Euros tournament? Now, Gareth Bale, Jade, has already stated that he's at the end of this tournament, we're going to find out what his plans are. Now, a lot of people are actually saying he's going to retire. How do you feel on that, or what's your thoughts on it?
I think it doesn't look like he's enjoying his football, if I'm honest. It literally is a job to him now, and I feel like he'd rather be out playing golf than he would playing football. And if he's not enjoying it, there's no point. I mean, he doesn't need it for the money, does he? Let's be honest. No. And if he's going back to Real Madrid and he doesn't want to be there and a deal can't be done with Tottenham to keep him, I don't see the point. If he's not enjoying it and he's not going to give his all, he's going to be sat on a bench. Yes, he'll be getting paid. But like I said, he doesn't need that money, does he? So it would be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. But it would be a shame because I think he's still a great player and I think he'll probably have a good few seasons left in him yet. I mean, I'd take him in a heartbeat if he wanted to come up here.
Oh, Christ,
we've got a cracking golf course if he wanted to use that. So,
well, there's a couple up here, isn't there? There's, what's that posh one up where the oh man, what do you call it? Begins with an S.
Gosh, I don't know.
Does it begin with an S?
There's one in
Slaley Hall.
There's one in Hewitt, isn't there, as well?
Yeah. Hewitt? Is there?
No, I think not Hewitt.
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, you're right. Yeah,
it is in the corner.
Yeah, it is.
Pass it sometimes.
Yes, I used to pass it every morning when I worked up at North Tyneside. So long drive that was. Leila says, is the Buendia deal to Aston Villa confirmed? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Annie says, Bristol City captain Thomas Callas plays for the Czech Republic in England's group. I don't have any hope for the Czech Republic. I mean, they may well surprise a few people, but they're not. I don't think they've been mentioned as any special team this year. Andrew says, which home nation is going the furthest? You'll find out shortly when we do our predictions, Andrew. I love Cancelo. I'm excited to see how well he does for Portugal. Evening, Tom. Billy says, we'll be all right, Andrew, as long as we don't lose count of the goals flying in the Jocko's net. And Geordie says, is Bale the next Tiger Woods? Well, I mean, that's a good point, because I think Bale's he's still got it. I think he's still going for a few more seasons, but hey, it's not like he needs the money, is it? You know what I mean? The guy's he's probably a billionaire, the wage he gets. Gareth Bale to Bristol City, says Annie. Yeah. Maybe on maybe on Football Manager on an edited version where you actually move him yourself, Annie. But I can't really see him signing for Bristol City. Guys, what are your thoughts on the Slovakian team? Again, it's like the Czech Republic. I don't think they're going to be anything special this year. Certainly, I think there's much better teams. Even the teams you've mentioned as underdogs, I think, are going to be a little bit better than Slovakia. But again, you
never know, do you? And big tournaments.
These tournaments, exactly, they throw up some really crazy results sometimes. Look at Iceland in the last Euros. You know,
remember Greece? Greece. I was just like, that was the craziest tournament I've ever watched.
That was one of the worst tournaments I've ever watched as well. Greece, honestly, their football was so boring. And they used to win every game 1-0. It was unbelievable. Crazy. Why didn't Scotland select Richie? That's a good point, actually. But has Richie not internationally retired?
I think he has, I don't think he's played for them for a while. Don't quote us on that, he might not have, but I just think...
No, there's something in the back of my mind. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like he would have been there if he could have been, if that makes sense. Like, he's a cracking lad, in my opinion.
Apparently, Bristol City are relegation favourites next season. Andrew says, tell you what, France, I think this won't tell you what, France won't get through their group.
Shut up,
man. See,
that's silly, Andrew. Come on now.
I mean, France, Jayde, have got a hell of a squad, haven't they? A hell of a squad.
I mean, obviously, they're my favourites, and we'll find out later on, but they're...
Won't give anything away,
sorry, but they're just, I think, their squad, the depth of their squad as well. I think their bench could get in, to the starting lineup of the England squad in a heartbeat. They're a machine, but obviously they haven't played together. That's a problem with internationals, so you never know this time how they're going to match up. But no, I think there is no way they're not going to get at least to the final.
Do you think Benzema will make a difference coming back for them? Because obviously he's been away for such a long time, 5 years out of the international scene. I mean, is it going to be easy for him just to come back and perform, or do you think somebody like Benzema is going to take a little while to get back into the swing of things, or can he make a difference straight away?
I don't think it'll take him long, to be honest. He's a seasoned professional, and this is what he does. What he does for a living. He scores goals, and he's a cracking player. And I think just having his presence around will make a big difference to the France squad. He's obviously experienced, and you could literally put him in any squad, and he's going to score your goals no matter who's around him. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be an issue for him. I think he'll come in straight away and make an impact, and kind of like the Griezmann and Mbappe, trying to them three. You don't want to even think about the results they'll get from this season, I don't think.
I mean, Griezmann, Mbappe, and Benzema, what a front three that is.
I told you I should have been born in Paris. I think I missed out on something here.
Explain that comment, please.
Tell you what, France, I think this one...
No, your comment you've just made. Why should you have been born in France?
Well, because I would have been in Paris, and I'd have France as my national team and Paris Saint-Germain as my home team.
Oh.
I thought you meant read the comment again. I was like, you just read it?
Yeah, I've read it. I know. Tom says, do you think tomorrow's game will be a big scoreline against Turkey and Italy? I don't know. I think the first game of any major tournament is kind of always sort of, it's a slow starter, isn't it?
I think it takes a while, doesn't it, to get going, I think.
Yeah.
But I think Italy are a good side. I think they've got goals in them. And I think, obviously, Turkey will might surprise, but we'll never know. Obviously, they're the underdogs by the sounds of it. But...
there's always a team, Jade. There's always a team. Here's our mate Mike sacked. Why are you not sure about Phillips being taken? I think there's better players. I really do. I think there's better players than Phillips. But listen, hey, nothing against the lad. He's had a good season for Leeds, so there you go. He's in. And Southgate rates him. So hey, we'll just have to wait and see. Close House is also up near the airport, or Klaus House, whatever it's called. I don't think Chippers even knows. We know Dubravka will be comfortable facing a lot of shots.
Yeah, he's had a lot of practice, hasn't he?
Well, exactly. Yeah, it's not like he hasn't had a lot of goalkeeping practice this season. Billy, Fraser will be on fire. Of course he will. Of course he will. And the thing is, he'll come back to Newcastle for pre-season and he'll be injured. You're guaranteed.
Oh, shit.
Annie says, Layla, look, I know where they're coming from, but we have a manager who knows his way out of this league. Not saying we're going up, but we'll be safe. Listen, it's all about who you sign in the transfer window. But anyway, we're concentrating on the Euros at the minute. And Denmark won the Euros after not even qualifying for it. They did, because they replaced Yugoslavia. Was it 1992 it was? They replaced Yugoslavia, who got thrown out of the tournament because of all the, the terrible war that was going on over there at the time. Denmark replaced them and went and won the tournament. It was bizarre, absolutely crazy tournament. Billy says, is Jan Koller still playing for the Czechs? Remember him? He dwarfed Paul, about 6'8", centre forward back in the noughties. I think he's well and truly retired now, Billy, if I'm honest. But yeah, I remember him. I didn't ever rate him. I just thought that he was stuck up front there for his national team. And I think he played for Bayern Munich as well. But he was put there just to like lump it up to him. I mean, if you'd ever one-way football with a 6'8" striker, then that was the way. Archer says, good evening, Paul and Jade. England just need to go out there and make the nation proud of Southgate. No more push-ups, or you know where the door is. At least give us a good run out. Yeah, I agree. Without a shadow of a doubt, Archer, that is one thing that we need to support the England team, whatever the start off, whatever the formation is, we need to support them. But if it comes sort of 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon and we've been absolutely shite, I will say it, and I won't be happy, because I think the talent that man has at his disposal, there is no reason why we should be crap in the Euros. Absolutely no reason at all. Richie has retired from international football. Sweden have good players. Will Kraft get far in the tournament? You probably, Emil Kraft will probably be the furthest player from Newcastle. Unless Switzerland do something, of course, but
yeah,
we'll see. Richie playing against Tierney and Robertson. Yeah, Tierney and Robertson are going to get in front of him every time, but he has retired. He has. Dale says, hey, Paul and Jade. Hey, Paul, that mental health video got me, man. Sending my love your way. Thanks very much for that, Dale. I will mention that at the end of this show, because I'm not sure a lot of people have seen it. I think it was about 300 and odd views so far on it, but that's one video that will just stay there, really, and people will pick it up when they search mental health, I guess. Andrew says, Richie said he'd play if we needed him. As for France, remember their squad 2002. Remember now Germany and Portugal in that group. Look, Andrew, Germany aren't anything special this year. But then again, Jade, Germany are one of these sides that are always pathetic in the warm-up games or the qualification. But when it comes to a major tournament, they just hit that switch. I mean, they didn't in the World Cup last time out, but somehow they have this knack of flicking a switch, don't they?
They do, yeah. And yeah, to be honest, like Germany is a team I'll never ever rule out from going far in a tournament, because from over the years of watching them, like as much as I love playing Germany. I think it's like one of my favorite games. Obviously, the atmosphere is always great, obviously because of the history between the two teams and the two countries. But it's all amicable now. It's just really good atmosphere, and I feel like I always think like the one I can always remember is when Lampard scored that goal against them. That wasn't. God. And that literally, like, since from that day, like, I always think of Germany, just like, and then they absolutely teared us apart after that. And I was just like, oh my God. So, like, the German team they've got some incredible talent. You can't deny that. They've got some amazing players. That goal was
heartbreaking, because that was so far over the line. I don't think
where's VAR now?
Yeah, exactly. I don't actually think we'd have gone on and won that game, to be honest, either. I don't think we would have, because our defence wasn't very good at that time.
Yeah,
so
they took off after that.
Yeah, they did. Richard said he doesn't want to play for Clark. Interesting. Didn't Benzema pick up a knock? He did, but he's going to be fit.
He's a beast, man.
Yeah, he's a strong dude. That man could play with a broken leg, I think. Tom says, got Italy in a sweepstake. I'm hoping they go all the way. Italy Italy's not getting mentioned a lot, and I think I think that'll benefit them. They're just not getting mentioned a lot this time around. And I think Italy are like Germany, aren't they? They come to a major tournament and then suddenly, boom, they look world class.
Hit the switch.
Is Benzema okay? Limped off the other night. He should be, yes, from what I've gathered. France have a very good squad. I think Turkey could get through a tight group, and from then on, who knows? 2-1 Italy tomorrow night, says Sean. The French said that the French had an out of Henri Vieira. I honestly think they're going to slip up. Germany hitting form, and Portugal have got a crack inside. I'm not sure Germany have hit form yet.
Had a good game the last game, didn't they?
They did, yeah. But they were playing Latvia.
Yeah.
I mean, Latvia, Jayde. Latvia. Latvia. Don't turn your posh voice on just to say Latvia. Yeah, ciao. Latvia.
Ciao, Latvia, ciao.
Yeah, ciao. Yeah. Why did Jamie Vardy not get picked for England? Because he's retired. If I was Southgate, I would have taken Willock.
I think we all would, wouldn't we?
Well, you would because you love him, but
I don't want to talk about him anymore. So,
Layla says I wouldn't be surprised if John does a Newcastle Jets and Melbourne City in the Australian League. Dale says Close House is very lovely, very close to me as I'm in Newburn. Amazing golf course. Old and new. They have 2 18-hole courses. Oh well, he would because it's posh. You can tell you're posh. Yeah, sometimes you come across.
It's not posh.
Will Haaland finish top scorer?
Depends how far they go, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not expecting great things from Norway. Are you? Is he Danish? Really. He's Norwegian, isn't he?
I think
he's Norwegian.
Yeah.
Anyone fancy the Dutch? Well, I have my number 9 Dutch Patrick Kluivert t-shirt on tonight, by the way.
One of my favourite teams, I think.
I always like the Dutch simply because I love their fans. I think they are just quality. They turn up in the thousands. Maybe it's not this time around, but you know what I mean. And it's just a sea of orange.
Beautiful kit.
Oh yeah.
Remember Philip Cocu? I think he was one of my favourite players when he was playing.
Yeah, I just used to love Holland, even from the 80s when I was a kid, with Van Basten and Hullet and Rijkaard and the Koemans. Honestly, I've always liked Holland. Amsterdam is a mint place to go as well, by the way.
Awesome.
Yes, yeah, I'll take it.
Also friendly as well.
You know what? Before we go into predictions, I'll tell you a little story about my trip to Amsterdam, right?
How are you then?
I went over, I went over a few years ago, and we were walking around, and then we saw this, what I thought was a lovely pub. It was the Green Tree or something, right? Which I should have known because it had a big leaf on the side of the wall, and I thought, I didn't catch on too quickly. But obviously, these places in Amsterdam, you go into and they've got a lovely sort of pub area, and then there's the downstairs part, right, where you go for your muffins and you go for your special cigarettes. Now we went downstairs, and I sat at this table, and then all of a sudden I looked up and I was sitting next to a cowboy, right? No shit, he was dressed as a cowboy, and then across the other side of the table was a Red Indian.
Oh my god. No, I don't even want to know what they were doing.
They were Dutch, but they were so friendly, right? I was there for 2.5 hours just chatting to them about everything. And I was very, very hungry when I came out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Right? And what I love about Amsterdam is down every street, they've got these little takeaways that just sell chips. They just sell chips and nothing else.
Ideal.
Exactly. But I'm sure they do it simply because they know by the time the people come out the pubs, all they want is chips, and especially the Brits. So I think I went to
a chip vending machine at one point. Yeah. There was a chip vending machine in one of those shops. I was like,
yeah, but they do. And then the next day we're walking around and I'm looking, and then suddenly we're in the red light district, right? And but it's like there's families walking around with pushchairs and stuff looking in the windows.
It's just normal, isn't it? It's so normal there that it's like. Yeah, right.
And then there's museums with giant golden penises outside, and the sex museum. I mean, God Almighty, my eyes were blown away when I went in that place. It was just—it's
mental.
Aye,
crazy
honestly,
place.
It's a fantastic place to go. Even the canal rides and stuff like that, and the houses that are sideways and falling over, and it's mental. Anyway, we digress. I just hope you enjoyed that Dutch story.
I loved it.
Yes. I've lost me. Right, there we go.
Oh.
It's warm. Geordie says
Sorry.
Norway aren't in the Euros, so Haaland won't finish as top scorer.
Then no, he won't.
No, he won't. Are you sure they're not in the Euros?
No, they're not. I was looking at my list.
Good God. Well, there you go.
That's shocking for a player of Haaland's quality to not be playing.
Well, it is, but I mean, that's happened many times, hasn't it? When you got Tom says it's not the same no more when England had Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham, and the rest of them. That was a good side. Listen, we've got some very exciting players in this squad. It all depends on our manager and how he actually uses them. Thanks for the shout out, Paul, earlier this week. Needed that. No problem. Personally, I think Southgate will bottle it. Will this be Cristiano Ronaldo's last Euros? Yes. I mean, he'll be over 40 by the next one. So, will he be 39? I don't.
That man's never going to stop playing football. I don't think he just literally keeps going. Like,
yeah, he's as fit as some 21-year-olds. You know what I mean? The man is just
for sure.
He's a fucking machine. Billy says, off the G, off the Germ, shite, I can't write off the Germans. No, nobody can. Nobody ever can write off the Germans. Person who said hello to me just now, hello to you. Okay.
Who the fuck is that?
It's a Mackham by the looks of things. I didn't read that comment before. Okay.
Oh, enjoy your little 5 minutes, hun. That was cute.
What an absolute Doyle. If you want to say
a little rock.
You know what? If you want to say, I'll put it up again. If you want to say something like that, just DM me. I'll give you my address. Come and see me and say it to me face.
I mean,
that's just a typical Mackham, isn't it?
It's like it's your team that shit that you have to come on Newcastle streams.
Exactly.
Honestly, that's made. Thank you very much. That's made my night.
Apparently, Jayde, I'm grooming you.
Ooh,
I mean, you know, the fact that Jayde is Jayde won't mind me saying, but Jayde is a lesbian, and Jayde is engaged to Emily, another wonderful young girl. However, Jayde is not that much younger than me. I'd just like to point out.
Yeah, no, actually,
right?
I'm not a young girl, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. So you, Mr. Mackham, can go and take the cheesy chips and go and jump in the river with you and sink to the bottom. You useless twat. Anyway. So Jayde, I do apologise for grooming you. I really am sorry for that.
Well, I can't remember ever complaining, Paul. So I think we're all right.
I think he's one of these guys that doesn't agree with women having football opinions. Quite clearly,
get back in the kitchen.
You know, because I've already brought you on to, you know, we've
get
had
the male
another
viewers because I'm like a fucking supermodel.
Yeah.
Shut up, man.
We've had another super chat from Michael.
Oh, Michael.
£130.
Oh, shut up, Michael.
Michael, that is incredible. Mate, your generosity is absolutely unbelievable. Man. You absolutely blow me away week after week after week after week. You are, without a doubt, one of the channel's, well, he is the channel's biggest benefactor. Absolutely. Michael, honestly, you just blow our minds every single week. You are a gem of a man. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you watching.
You know, kindness like that does not go unnoticed. So thank you very much. Just to let other guys know that obviously super chats are available if you want to help donate to the channel for the running costs, etc. It is entirely up to you. We never force you to do that or anything like that. If you do want to make a donation to the channel, hit the $ at the bottom of the live comments and it'll come through on here, and we'll give you a massive big shout out as well. But thank you so much, Michael. Also, if you're enjoying the show, smash the like button for us, please. It does help us build the channel. And if you haven't already, or you've looked at the channel, you like what you see, please do consider subscribing as well, because me and Jayde want to make this massive in the next 12 months, without a doubt, even though I'm grooming her. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that. It's giving me a chuckle now, actually.
No, it's funny. Trolls like that, though, like they always like go out and say things to try and hurt people. But I've just had a person that will just piss myself laughing.
See, a few years ago that would have really offended me, but now, you know,
literally, I mean, I would literally go on a channel to people to trollers because I just find it fucking hilarious how people go. Exactly. It's great. So keep it coming, young man.
Just to let that pig of a Mackham know, you know, Jayde is like one of my best mates now. She's become very close. I'm very, very, very close to Jayde, and I love Emily as well, even though I've never met her. But you know, there will be time for that if I ever get an invite round.
You've been invited.
I haven't, not once. Anyway,
you could.
we're digressing again, right? But I'd just like to say that she's like a sister to me. So, you can take your grooming and you can take your paedophilia and you can stick it up your ass. Go and sink in the weir with your cheesy chips. Anyway, Jody says Italy have Roberto Mancini as manager, which is a huge advantage compared to the likes of England, who have Southgate. Yeah.
That's a bit of a difference, isn't it?
Just slightly. Good evening, Thomas. Hope you're well. Norway are not even in the tournament. Yes, Annie, we know. Get lost.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Go on.
How is he? But I'm behind on the comments, to be honest, Jade. Quite a bit. Not posh at all. Nice big house, though, says Dale. I wasn't accusing you of being posh. The woman next to me on the screen.
That was me.
Yeah, just imagine. All this posh chow and all of this when you meet your mates. That's got me thinking that.
A pint of Stella in that.
Oh, yeah. Quality. Are Newcastle keeping tabs on any players playing for their national teams at the Euros? Well, probably not, no. They've just sent them away. Sent them away.
Bye-bye. Have no time.
Yeah. If you play well, play well. But we'll see you soon.
Hopefully you'll play well and someone will come in for you and make some money.
Yes. Is Weghorst going to Newcastle? Don't know, but this is the Euro show, Andrew. Don't ask any club questions. We will be doing some Newcastle shows soon, don't worry. Josh says Norway should be in a group stage because they're a decent team. Yes, but they're not. Stoners are lovely people. Don't know why I've not visited them myself. I need to. Yeah, you do. If ever you want to have
loads of fun.
If ever you want a conversation with a cowboy and a red Indian in the same place, get yourself to Amsterdam.
Oh, I want to go now.
Michael says, even Paul and Jade, absolutely brilliant mental health video. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your generosity every week is just mind blowing, mate. It really is. Thank you. Andrew, stop asking club questions. Alan Shearer plays at Close House all the time. Unreal Michael says, Chippers, Haaland was born in Leeds, so he could have played for England.
You're joking?
No, because
he's actually.
Well, yeah, his dad played for Leeds, didn't he? Alfie Inge Haaland. You know that? Oh, have you never seen that Roy Keane tackle at Old Trafford on him when he just snaps him in half?
Probably not.
No, go and watch that on YouTube. He played for Man City at the time.
That is actually heartbreaking.
Yeah,
he probably thought when he was younger that he wasn't good enough and he probably wouldn't get in the England squad. And now look at him.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's sad.
I know. Keith says, what a star, Michael. Amazing, says Emily. Thank you. You can tell this channel is full of good people. Damn right it is. I love all my, apart from that thing who, commented before. Well, that was quite funny. We're laughing about it now. I want to cry, Michael. Oh, my God. Thomas is a very emotional person. Absolutely very emotional.
Our little tune review family.
Yes, because, many times he's asked for an ambulance on a Monday night because he's dying of laughter. Then on a Tuesday night, once level 7, Dave, kicked on. And, I'm sure when the fan forums, we might do England fan forums, right? I've been getting lots of messages.
Yeah.
Loads of messages in my DMs on Twitter saying, look, are you going to do a Euros fan forum? And I'm thinking, why not, Jade? Because,
the people want what the people want. Paul.
Yes. The fan forum is something that we like. And especially when we get laughter like that night. I mean, it's crazy. Dirty Sunderland, says Joshua.
Exactly, Joshua.
It's not even about Newcastle, this show. It's about the Euros. God's sake. Imagine if Haaland had declared to play for England instead of Norway. It's heartbreaking. Don't write the Germans off. Willock, 18 million to the 2. Will you stop talking about club football, Andrew? What a sad Mac and bastard. It certainly was. What a tit. Yeah, he's looking very good over himself now, isn't he? Wish Ireland qualified. Yeah, I do wish Ireland
that would have been good.
It would have been great. Jetro's a good player. Why big clubs aren't chasing him? That's a club question, so we'll not answer that one. Sorry, mate.
Well planned.
Yeah, we will catch up on Newcastle soon, though. Don't worry. I have done a recording on a Newcastle latest transfers and stuff, so you can go and watch that on the channel. Dale says, we're all watching this just for the supermodel groomed Jade. Broke my heart. Bow, I know you're not interested in men. Damn, all jokes, obviously. Yeah.
Make an exception for you, Dale.
Apparently you're a supermodel, Jade. That's quite a comment. Don't come across all flashy-eyed and... My God. Are you sad that Gail turned you down? He's gone. It's after 8 o'clock. He's not here anymore. Dale says, sorry for my bad spelling, but I'm a Mackem, so I can't read or write yet. I must also wash my mouth out with bleach. Chipper says, Paul, it's okay. You have invite to my sex dungeon for a beer. I'm in-house. Chippers, that scares the living shit out of me, mate.
I actually can imagine that happening.
Sean says, how are you doing today, Jade?
Very good, Sean. Thank you. Hope you are well.
I'm fine as well, by the way.
Yeah. Not nice as a Paul, is it? No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. Damn it. Still remember Jethro playing for the Dutch team at Euro 2012? Yes, I do as well.
Great.
Who will win the Golden Boot at the Euros, Paul? I think it's going to be Mbappe.
Yeah, that's going to be mine too.
Yeah, you see, you're just copying now.
No. I'll say Griezmann then.
We might be saying that, Gullivan. I am an emotional person, Paul, says Thomas. I know you are, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. And, you know, I show my emotions on screen quite regularly when I blow my stack at how bad Newcastle are, and probably with England this weekend. But hey-ho, that's who I am. And if, excuse me, but the lady next to me on this screen has a rage problem as well when it comes to football, and Jack Grealish. If you don't know what I mean, go and watch our England squad video. And towards the end of that video, Jade gets on a very, very, very large horse and says exactly how she feels about Jack Grealish, who took some slating.
Well, bless him. I bet he cried himself to sleep on Tuesday, you know, after watching this video.
I think he'd have watched that in his hotel.
He would you know what? He's like, I can't play now if Jay doesn't like us. So I can't do it.
What formation will Southgate play? 5-3-2 or 5-4? You'll go 5-3-2. What do you think of England's blue away kit? Personally, I prefer England wearing red. Yeah,
I do like that blue one, you know.
You like it?
Oh, I love the blue one, yeah.
Yeah?
Do you know the one that Callum Wilson wore?
Oh, I would be Callum Wilson wore, and of course it would.
Yeah, so that. But I do like. I think it's traditional, isn't it, to play in red? But
yeah, Andrew's apparently got COVID and his phone's lagging, so I'll let him off. But Andrew,
get well soon.
This is a national show, and of course, get well soon. We like our banter with Andrew anyway. Toon Talk is banned tonight, all about the Euros. Thank you, Geordie. You get them, tell me.
You can be the moderator. Tell them off.
Exactly. I wish Ireland qualified as well. Their fans are brilliant. Junior says France will win the Euros. Sean says hello, Paul. Josh says, Paul, do you think England will make it the Euros final against France or Portugal? You'll find out in a minute. Romelu Lukaku, Golden Boot winner. That would be interesting, yeah. Paul, what are your thoughts on the Scotland team? Shite. Thomas says Griezmann would be a brilliant team manager. He certainly would. Andrew says not backing Kane for the Golden Boot, Paul. I reckon Giroud score more than Mbappe. Nah.
I don't think Giroud will play.
I'm a big fan. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Giroud, but I think Mbappe is just a different class. I hear Grealish has bought some extra short socks just to annoy Jade. I'd heard that as well.
You would have when he...
Hi, Paul. We have met. That's another club question, Ryan. No clubs tonight. Seamus Shaw, Shite Thomas. Archer says, what is your thoughts on the Qatar World Cup next year in November? For me, it's an absolute joke when the finals a week before Christmas. And that's just when Bruce gets stuck in the chimney. Yeah, it's crazy. Dale says, speak soon here, Thomas. No shame in being emotional. That's what makes a true person. Head up, chin high, bro. Of course. But Andrew's he's a very, 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 very big fan of the shows. He contributes every single time, so he's fine with us. Who will win the Euros for you two? Opinion. Oh. Well, here we go, Jade.
Let's go.
Let's do this now. Yes, we only have. Here we go. Look at that, everybody. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Right, we're going to start off with Group A, obviously, and then we'll go through the groups. So I hope you can see that on whatever screens you're watching it from. This is obviously going to be a joint one between me and Jade. So we're going to have
to disagree.
Yeah, we haven't actually spoke about this behind the scenes or anything yet, because Jade's written it all down herself. She's done a lot of homework for tonight's show, and for me, I've just looked at the predictor. I haven't actually gone through it at all. So this is all new to me as well. Just before we start, we've got Billy Mackham accusing of Geordie of grooming is the equivalent of Boris Johnson calling Stephen Hawking dense. Adam Bloody Johnson. There you go. Thanks, appreciate that. I jailed and proven guilty, Dirty Mackham. Switzerland, Italy, Turkey, Wales. Yes, that's the group we're looking at first. MJ says, hi, all great show as always. Thank you, hon. Or mate, I keep is MJ a girl or a boy? I don't know. That's why I said mate or hun. There you go.
Either or.
So,
Oh,
before we
right.
start, like I said, if you're enjoying the show, smash the like button, everybody. And if you're new to the channel or you like what you see and you watch a lot of it and you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. Lots of things coming out in the summer, as well as Newcastle stuff next season and in the summer as well. Obviously, we'll be talking about that. And if you would like to donate to the channel, super chats are available. If you just hit the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, and you can make a donation to help with running the channel. That would be awesome, but that is entirely up to yourselves as well.
Every little helps. Didn't it?
Every little helps, yes. Sponsored by Tesco.
That's good.
Right, here we go, Jade. We'll start in Group A.
Yep.
Now,
Going top to bottom.
I think we've got to go Italy, haven't we?
Yeah, and Italy's my top. Yeah.
Right, so Italy win the group.
Yes.
Now, this is where it gets interesting, because people have said Switzerland as a dark horse. Some people have said Turkey, and nobody's talking about the Welsh. So, where do we go with this one?
I've got Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, Wales. So I think Switzerland will come second.
Jade, you're going too fast.
Oh, you said
one team at a time. You've just completed the bloody
you literally
group.
said where you're going, so I told you where I was going with it.
Oh,
but you continue.
know
you
what
can,
it is.
Well, you can say your thoughts.
Who did you say was second?
Switzerland.
Oh.
What do you think?
Now, do I agree with you or not? That's the question.
Bloody better.
Well, God forbid I don't, My God, I'll get the Jade guy stare right down the camera.
Like, all right, why don't you just do what you want then? I'll be a girl. I'm like, just do what you want then. It's fine,
you
just do
disagree with me, you bastard? No, I think you're right. I fancy Switzerland as well. I think that they're a decent team. Turkey third.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Welsh.
Yeah, I don't see them getting.
Right, Group B, we have Russia, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland. Now, I think again, I think we're both going to agree on who's going to win this group.
Belgium.
I've gone for Belgium, yeah. Now, second again, I've picked Denmark as my underdog.
Yeah.
So I don't fancy the Russians, and I certainly don't fancy Finland at the minute. They're not playing very well. So are we going Denmark?
Yeah, I put
Russia.
And then
Finland.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was mine.
Okay, so we'll pause there. Just read out a couple more comments, because obviously I don't want to get too far behind on the comments either. So we'll fly through these. As long as we get further than the English, shut up, Andrew. I hope Switzerland progress, but the group looks tough. Well, they've progressed in our eyes. You're all true, decent people. Just remember that. Speak to you all soon. Take care. Cheers, Dale. This is like Eurovision, says Billy. Love the scoreboard.
It is.
You're welcome. It is available on the UEFA website, to be honest. Italy, Turkey, Switzerland, and I take it that's Wales' black flag, but I'm not sure. But no, we've gone with Switzerland, Junior. So, but again, it's all about opinions, isn't it? It's all about where you think that. It's very, very interesting to see how people think. I think England will do shit, but I'm hoping I'm wrong, says MJ. Italy will top their group along beside Turkey. So again, Thomas has gone for the Turks. Well,
that's interesting. I mean,
a lot of people are going against us here, Jade. I've noticed.
Well, that's fine, but
see, Turkey have Mick. Oh, shut up, Chippers. I think it is actually. They have got a funny. Well, yeah. Turkey second, says Cabs Cow. Wales second, says Tony. I think that's been very optimistic, Tony. Yeah.
It's nice to dream.
It is.
If you're Welsh.
Yeah, without a doubt. Geordie says Switzerland, Italy, Turkey, Wales. So he's gone for Switzerland to win the group. That's a bit different. Turkey have got a cracking side, says Andrew. Caps Cow says, give the Welsh some hope. Give them third. Sorry, we have to be honest here. Belgium top, says Tony in Group B. Okay, I've lost my comments again. Turkey could surprise people. Geordie says Belgium, Denmark, Russia, Finland. That's exactly what we've gone for. Thomas says Switzerland third, Wales fourth.
I think to second and third on that group, very like.
It is. It's very, very. What sound was that you just made there? Okay. Is that the official Eurovision?
Yeah. So if you hear it on Friday, don't be surprised.
Awesome.
That's the sound of Euros.
Okay. Putin will have the Russian team pumped up for the Euros. What website is this, says Charles? It is on UEFA.com website. I believe it's a Euro 2020 website. I'll just have a look. No, it's gaming.uefa.com, and then obviously just follow the Euro 2020 prediction tabs. Caps Cow says same with Denmark. They could go far. They're on the better side of the draw. Archer says, I'm going for Belgium, France, England, or Portugal to win. England, a lot of people still saying England can win it. Belgium, Denmark, Russia, Finland. That's what we've gone for as well, Thomas. Don't write Belgium off with Hazard. Paul, we're going to embarrass you. Remember that Gazza goal 96. Just imagine Fraser doing that. Yeah, and then you woke up and planted your face into your Weetabix, Andrew.
Comparing Fraser to Gazza is just silly behaviour.
Madness, I tell you. Tony says De Bruyne and Lukaku more than Hazard. He's been poor for Madrid. Netherlands, we're not coming onto that one yet. The most common letter in Wales is L. I see 3 L's for them here. Yeah. Who's that in Group C? MK Dons. No, it's
Macedonia.
It is Macedonia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't wait for Scotland v England. Right, let's have a look at Group C. Now, that's Austria, Macedonia, Ukraine, Netherlands. I think that is a very... I've got to go Netherlands to win, to sort of... We have to. Now, second, again, is very difficult for me because the 3 teams that are left are not exactly 3 teams of amazing talent.
No, I think that's a group that you want to be in, isn't it? Really, it's.
Yeah.
I've went for Austria second.
Right. Okay. So we'll put Austria second. Yeah. I think Ukraine will be third.
Yeah, and then Macedonia fourth.
And Macedonia in fourth. Right. Yeah. So let's have a look.
Although Macedonia get a lot of points in Eurovision, so I feel bad for putting them fourth. But
right, that's goddamn Eurovision. This is okay. Okay. Holland, Austria, North Macedonia, and Ukraine. So they've gone with Geordie's gone with Macedonia finishing third. Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, Macedonia. Oh, so Joshua's gone for Ukraine finishing second. I prefer chicken over turkey. Oh, Phil Foden doing the Gazza lookalike. Yes, it looks ridiculous. Geordie says, if I'm right in thinking Germany got hammered off North Macedonia not so long ago, they did indeed. They did. Caps Cow says Ukrainians will finish second in that group.
I was... That again, second and third, I was a bit.
It's so, with these it's like smaller teams who aren't expected to do very well. It's very difficult to pick out where they're going to come. But hey, we have to stick with what we've got. We're not allowed to change it. All right. No. So there now.
The answers are locked in.
Holland to win, says Tom. Group C is a tough one. It is for second anyway. Yeah. Holland have De Boer though, not great. Listen, they're playing well. Austria gave English a good game. Austria have David Alaba and Valentino Lazaro. Remember him?
I do.
Yeah. Don't fancy the Dutch here, says Andrew. Netherlands, Austria, Ukraine, North Macedonia, says Keith. That's what we've gone for. Right. We move on. We move on to Group D. We have Scotland, England, Croatia, and the Czech Republic. Now... Now, Jade, who have you gone to win the group?
England.
Right. Okay. England win the group.
Yes.
I've gone Croatia second, Scotland third, and Czech Republic bottom.
Don't shoot as Andrew,
You've put
but
the Scots to
Scottish
finish
at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Czech Republic and Scotland. I'm sorry, but that's just my honest opinion. I think I think you've done very well for getting. But look at that. I'm going to say that now. I'm going to get hammered by them, so I'm not saying anything. But that's just my opinion.
I'm going to leave Scotland where they are, Jade, just for the sake of subscribers.
Yeah, just sorry, guys. But
because you upset a lot of people with your Grealish crap the other day. So we'll not dwell on that too much. No. Scots nearly beat the Dutch. Jade, you're pretty, according to Sean.
Oh, Sean's very nice to me.
Yes, but she's off the market, Sean. Geordie says England, Scotland, Croatia, Czech Republic. So he's gone for Scotland to finish second. Thomas says England, Croatia, Scotland, Czech Republic. That's how we've gone. Paul says Croatia, Czech Republic, England, Scotland. Paul, it's nice to see you optimistic, buddy. Jeez.
I think we've got too much.
Yeah,
in that over these clubs.
Andrew's not impressed, but obviously
But don't the top three go through? If I'm not mistaken.
Well, we'll come to that in a minute. Stop going ahead again.
I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out. Like, so you're still going through, Andrew.
We'll do that when we come to it, right?
Okay.
Just
sorry.
don't panic yourself.
Sorry, I was just getting
stressed.
Yeah. Got me little lines to like each.
Yeah. MJ says, pissing myself laughing, Jade. I'd put the Jockos 5th in that group, even though there's 14. Billy, you've got something against the Scots. MJ says, I'm not upset. I think it's possible and funny. And then Andrew says, Billy, we're going to embarrass you. I'm not so sure about that, Andrew. England, Croatia, Scotland, and obviously Czech Republic. That's what we've gone for. The banter between you two is quality. Well, thank you very much. The Scots aren't that bad. Got some decent players. Look, I'm not having it, right? We've got Scotland 3rd. They're not.
What do you want?
I know. We could have put them bottom, but we haven't.
I was going to.
She was going to. Remember that. What do you think of Spain leaving Ramos out? He's had his injuries, but has played more than Laporte and Eric Garcia this season. Is this the end for him? I think it is internationally, definitely.
I think there's younger, better players than him now. I think he's a good player though. Still, I think you'd take him, wouldn't you? But
well, he's rumoured to be going to Man United in the summer, so he's still got something left. I think Russia will win and England semis. Wow. Keith says England, Croatia, Scotland, Czech Republic, same as us. Scotland have some decent players in the likes of Robertson, Tini, and some kid called Fraser, whoever he is. Yeah.
The blinder.
He will against England. You just know that's going to happen.
Of course he is.
Yeah, Keith says great banter. Love it. Thanks, Keith. Nessie to score a hat-trick against Pickles. Oh, my God. Pickles. Andrew says, what's the score, England, Scotland? And I reckon 2-2, to be honest. No, I think it's going to be a 4-1
3-1 England.
We're going big. We're going big this time, I'm telling you. Andrew says, the reason why Southgate is buzzing, as long as he does not act like a turkey on the touchline, at least Jones can give Bruce a Turkish delight after the Euros. Yeah. We've got Southgate. That's why I'm not confident. That is a fair comment, Paul. To be true to you, Billy says England, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hartlepool, and then Scotland. Hey, Billy, man, Jesus Christ! Honestly, you'll get us into trouble coming out with that. Right, we move on to Group E, which has Poland, España, Sweden, and Slovakia. Right now, Spain, not exactly world beaters as they've been in the past. But I still think we'll win the group, Jade.
Yeah, I've got them as first in my group as well. Okay,
so we've gone for España to win the group. Now, second is interesting because I'm putting Slovakia bottom because I don't think they've got any chance. Now, who's going to get second between Poland and Sweden? Because, with Poland with Lewandowski, they've got some decent players, as have Sweden, to be fair. This is a tight call.
Yeah.
So,
I think,
with it being such a tight call, Jade, I'm giving this to you to decide.
Woo! We didn't do that in the other group when it was Scotland at the bottom.
Well, of course not, but we have to respect our Scottish neighbours.
Yeah, I think Poland have got a little bit more in their team, so I've put Poland second and then Sweden.
All right, interesting. So we both don't think Slovakia are going to do anything.
No,
and obviously Dubravka might be busy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But that's how he thrives in those, doesn't he, when he's busy?
That's a good point. Right, let's see who's agreed with us on this group, shall we? Tony says McGinn, McTominay, Billy Ginmore, Che Adams. Tony, behave. Joshua says Spain, Poland, and Sweden as the top three. So they've gone exactly the same as us. Andrew, just wait. We'll have you. Andrew, get over it. We've moved on from that group now. Geordie says Spain, Poland, Slovakia, Sweden. So he thinks Slovakia will finish third in that group, but the top two same. Even Annie's Bristol will finish above Scotland. Spain will piss that group, says Andrew. Yeah, I have to. I know I said Spain aren't firing all cylinders. They're not the world beaters they used to be, but they've still got some decent players. So we'll see. We'll see. Happy Feet, good evening. England has completely shite managers when your national is Southgate. Yeah. I didn't mind Southgate in the World Cup, but I think he's just with this squad, he's starting to play boring football, and it's annoying me. Dubravka and Kraft in the same group. Poland 2 for me. We've gone for that. Thomas says Spain, Poland, Sweden, Slovakia, same as us. Billy says Poland second because Poland don't have Kraft. That's also a very good point. Yeah.
Very good point.
Happy Feet says Sweden will win Group E. I can't see that. Yeah. Well, just see how you feel, Jade. It's fine.
They've got Kraft, remember. And if
Look,
they're all like Kraft,
hey,
you've got
he might have a blinder, right? He might finish this tournament and suddenly be worth 20 million quid.
Well, then I hope you can bugger off then for 20 million quid.
Oh, you are harsh at times. Tony says goals win games. Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Michael Owen.
Yes, for that vital piece of information that I really didn't know, that goals win football matches. Tony, that is the comment of the evening, without a shadow of a doubt. You win £1 million. You are the star viewer for tonight with a comment like that, because you've just educated me and Jade beyond anything we could have thought of would have happened tonight. So thank you, Tony.
I thought I knew football inside and out, but I never stopped learning. I never stopped learning.
Tonight has been an education. It's been like sitting in an encyclopedia. Thank you, Tony. Tony's back again. I'm not even Scottish, just bigging them up. Well, you must be drunk. Junior says, well, we're coming on to that in a minute, Junior. The group of death. Are you all right there, Jade?
No, he's just made it. You know what happens when I laugh? I can't breathe.
Well, you do lose control.
And I'm absolutely sweating today, so don't make us laugh, because I will actually probably die.
Listen. This orange Holland top is now like a dishcloth. It is that wet. Slovakia second, I reckon, says Andrew. Andrew, what do you smoke? Seriously, man.
He's Scottish, and he's got...
Well, yeah, I know. Tony says, because they had Lewandowski, I meant that's why I put Poland 2. Keep up, Paul. I'm very sorry, Tony. I'm very sorry.
We'll love you, Tony.
Listen, Andrew, we're not in that group yet. Why are we doing this? England will be beat in penalties. It's practically tradition. Yeah, I know.
No, not anymore.
Oh my God, Tony. Who did you know? Wow. Or how did you know? Imagine Hungary winning Group F, says Charles. Paul, can I wait till we play you? Look, you're going to get... Yeah. Listen, when we do the match reaction, 10 o'clock next Friday night, by the way, guys, it will be on the channel shortly, so you can book yourself in to watch that. You will get hammered on that, I promise you. However, if we lose to Scotland, Jade will be doing the show by herself.
Yeah, I'm not coming on either.
Because I won't be able to face the camera. Joshua says Portugal, Germany. We'll come on to that one. Can Denmark beat Belgium? No. Paul, you're rocking the orange and red look tonight. Listen, I'm not red. I've actually nicely tanned now. But
you do look very brown.
I know. I can't help it. I just look at the sun. Slovakia have got a decent size, says Andrew. No, they haven't, Andrew. Paul, it's on, says Andrew. Oh, it's on.
Oh my God, we'll have to get Andrew on the show, and we'll have a live debate.
I'd rather rip my arm off and slap myself over the face with it. Emily, ha, Paul. Thanks, Emily. I don't know what you're laughing at, but she's probably laughing at me for some reason.
I think it was the fub. I think she was laughing at the goals win games comment. She was laughing at that.
Right.
I could hear her laughing.
Yeah, so can I. She just spat a drink out there because
yeah,
I thought as much. France, Portugal, Germany, Hungary. The shirt is to complement the tan. Yes, it is. Group F, the group of death. Let's do the group of death, Jade. We may as well. It's the last one. Portugal, France, Germany, Hungary. Right. I'm saying it now. France are winning that group.
Yeah, that's mine. Yeah.
And I'm Hungary going to be bottom. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Unless they have remarkable tournament. I'm going this, Jade.
Oh, that was mine too.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
See?
I put Portugal and then Germany.
Great minds always think alike. There you go.
Same person.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas says, where's your cats at? Listen.
Oh, he loves my cat.
He does, but he wants to steal them. He wants to steal my dog as well.
One's asleep there, and one's hopefully awake because he's a little shit.
He's an animal pincher. He keeps saying he's going to pinch all the animals. Andrew says, if I recover next week, would love to come on, Jade. Well, you can do the show with her. Jade, where are your cats? Oh, because he put maid last comment, so he's just correcting the spelling of your name. Okay. Tony says Hungary to top the group. Tony's definitely been sniffing something more than, that is crazy. Group F is hard to predict. Portugal and France have some class players. France, Portugal, Hungary, and Germany to finish bottom, says Geordie.
Ooh.
I think Hungary will beat Germany, says Junior.
Really?
And Andrew says, now I didn't say France won't win the tournament, but I did say they won't get top 2.
So if you
okay.
think France will come third?
Well, let's have a look. Because if we go further down, we have...
Oh, better.
Look at this. Predict. See, it already puts our third place teams into the table for us.
Oh,
so
that's much better.
all we have to do now is predict. Predict the 4 best third place teams, Jade.
Right. Germany.
Right. We're putting Germany through, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
Do
you have to go with Turkey since everyone's kind of?
Well, I mean, it's the third. The best third place teams out of all the groups in it. So you've got to think about who they're actually playing. We'll put Turkey through. Yeah, I think Turkey will do enough. Now we've got Russia, Ukraine, Scotland, Sweden. So we can only put 2 more through. I'm going to delight Andrew here, and I'm going to say Scotland. And I'll tell you why, Jade, because in a one-off, if you look at who they're playing, Scotland aren't playing too badly at the minute, to be fair to them.
Oh, they'll be up for it, won't they?
Yeah. So I think we should.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Okay. Right. Even though you weren't even going to put them through in third place.
Yeah, I wasn't. No.
Harsh. Right. You can pick the last one then.
Sweden.
Sveriges.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have Turkey, Scotland, Sweden, and Germany as the best second place teams. Yeah. Let's just have a look at some happy features. I hope Hungary is second. I dislike top clubs. Portugal, Germany, France in third, says Joshua, and Hungary fourth. Junior, Turkey, Germany, Russia, Sweden as the best ones. You're not funny. Listen, that. Right? You're gonna come across as very anti-Scottish on here, Jim.
I'm not anti-Scottish.
A lot of people tonight.
I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm going to Scotland on the final day of the Euros. I'll have you know. So
why would you do that?
Oh, because we've got a gig up there, and it all got.
You've got a gig. What gig?
It's a show. I'm going to see a show.
Okay.
I hope England don't get the final because I'll be very sorry.
Well, it'll be your own bloody fault, won't it? Jory put Germany, Scotland, Russia, and chicken through. So, yeah. Andrew, Germany, Portugal, France, and Hungary as the group. Obviously, because we put Scotland through. Germany, Sweden, Turkey, and Russia is the best runners-up, says Thomas. And Alan says Germany, Sweden, Turkey, and Russia. So, we've gone with Scotland. A lot of people have gone with Sweden, to be fair, but never mind. We move on. Here we go, people. We'll hit the continue button, and it will work out the knockout stage for us. Look at that. It tells us who's going to be playing each other. Isn't that fantastic? So, the first round of 16 game is Belgium against Sweden that we've got, Jade. So,
Belgium for me, I think.
Are we going with Belgium with that one, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think?
I agree, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Sweden will be any competition for Belgium. I think De Bruyne will be back to full fitness by then as well. So,
yeah.
Next is Italy against Austria. We have to say Italy, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, Italy.
I think we're going a bit mental if we don't say Italy there. Let's just see if we're getting anybody agreeing with us. Who will win the 22 World Cup? Junior, we're still trying to predict who's going to win Euro 2020 yet, man. Jesus.
Okay. Might not even go ahead yet, man. Tell that out.
Yeah. Andrew thinks Scotland will win the World Cup. Well, of course he would. Belgium versus Sweden is a Belgium win. Will VAR be used in the Euros? I believe it is.
I believe so, yeah.
Yes. Italy versus Austria. Italy wins, says Thomas. Yeah. How are the lads, says GL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we move down. We've got France against Turkey. Now, this could be a very good game of football. But we've got to say France, haven't we?
Yeah, I think.
Could you see Turkey beating France?
Not in the. Everyone keeps saying they've got a great team, but I haven't seen much of them, so I can't really comment. But from what I've seen of the France team, I think they'll maybe not sail through it, but I think they'll win.
Yeah. Okay. Next we have Croatia, Poland. Now, this is a toughie. Oh, Christ alive. I don't think Croatia are the team they used to be, and they're certainly not the team from 5 years ago in the World Cup.
I would say I think I'm going to go Poland on this one if you agree with that.
Poland.
Yeah, I think if obviously you've got Lewandowski and
yeah, they've always got a shot, haven't they? Poland,
yeah, when you've got him in the front,
when you've got him up front. I think Poland will sneak through on penalties in that game. We'll go with Poland. So let's see if anybody else wants to join us. France versus Turkey is a France win. Junior says France, Turkey, France win. Billy says Viva España, just getting it in early. All right, fair enough. If Turkey beat France, it would be one of the biggest upsets. It certainly would.
Imagine though, that'd be great.
Yeah. What website is this, please, Paul? It is basically. I'll put the link up on the chat in a second. If you give us one moment, I will paste the link into the live comments. Right there. I've just posted it into the comments, so that should be up very shortly. Let's see. Thomas, Croatia versus Poland. He's gone for a Poland win as well. Tony says France will make mincemeat out of Turkey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The dad jokes on this show tonight are incredible. Poland to beat Croatia because of Lewandowski. That's what we've just said. Croatia, an aging team, no legs in centre midfield.
That sounds
I didn't realise Shelby was playing for them. France and Poland to go through. Tony says, yes, Geordie goals win games, remember?
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
Your continued support is really great.
It's incredible. 2-1 Poland. Lewandowski double, says GL. And obviously there's the links for you can get that yourself. France and Poland. Thank you, says Andrew. You're welcome. Modric should stop playing for Croatia. Is he not like 106 now, Modric?
Yes, but he should be.
Well, he must be a canny age. France will stuff the turkeys. France will beat Turkey. What website you using is Happy Feet? It's on there now, Happy Feet. It's basically linked in the live comments. Right, we move on. And we have Spain. Spain against Scotland. And I think Jayde, where we say goodbye.
I think you've had a great run and you've done your country proud.
Yeah.
But...
yeah.
You've done your country proud and you should be very proud of yourselves, and I hope you have a massive piss up and celebrate. But farewell, my closest friends.
Okay, let's not rub it in too much, Jayde. We're going for Spain, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. England, Portugal. Now, this is very much likely to happen. You can see it.
Yeah. They never play well against Portugal as well, do we? But
no, I'll let you have a think about it. Paul says level 7 Dave is running VAR for our game, so guaranteed not to see anything. Joy says Spain against Scotland could be another upset since Scotland would play at Hampden Park. Oh, we're not taking that.
I don't think they would,
They'll not beat Spain. Spain versus Scotland. Spain easy win. Come on, Scotland, says Andrew.
Good luck to you.
Spain will be too strong for Scotland, says Keith.
Yeah.
We'll be at home. We'll beat the Spanish. England to batter the Portuguese, says Geordie. Billy says Scotland have never qualified for the second round before of any tournament, I don't believe. I'm not sure on that one, Billy. I'm not going to say yes or no to that because I really don't know. Joshua says England. Alan says Spain and Portugal of these next two games. Come on, then.
England.
Yeah, we've got to, haven't we?
I think Portugal. Yes, they've got like Bruno and they've got Ronaldo, but I just feel like if we're on our day,
yeah,
we'll have.
I think we cope with them. I do. Netherlands, Germany. Right, I'm seeing it now.
Netherlands, yeah.
I do. I honestly, genuinely think they'll be too strong for the Germans. I really, really do. And probably the most sort of. If this was match of the day, this would be last on. You're guaranteed. Switzerland, Denmark. I'd say Denmark if I'm honest. I think that's going to really please a lot of the Danish fans. Let's have a look and see what comments have come in since we've done that. England versus Portugal. England to win on penalties. Oh, God, no. Junior says England, Portugal. England win because I don't like Portugal, says Junior.
I wish it worked like that, Junior. I wish it did.
Spain to batter Scotland. No, we're not going to read that out, Chippers. Grealish to give Ronaldo a cheeky wink. Oh, how cool would that be?
I think, you know what, if he did that, he'd get my respect, and I think I would...
Well, he just wouldn't, Jade, because you hate him. You've made your feelings known on him.
Well, no, but if he has a good tournament, he just doesn't roll around like a bloody baby.
Yeah, fair enough. Gary says, good afternoon, Paul and Jade. Billy says Spain could put Julio Iglesias in goal against the Gilly Jockos. I get the feeling that Billy's not a fan of Scotland.
No. Doesn't seem to be.
Paul says we won't get that far. Remember Brazil 98? We had them. Oh, please, Andrew. How long ago was that, man? England, says Keith. Holland to beat Germany. That's what we've gone for. England out, says Andrew. Netherlands to win, says Keith. Netherlands versus Germany. Netherlands win. Denmark as well, says Keith. Last on match of the day, I'm going with Denmark to sneak through. Andrew, you lost 2-1. That really showed them. Yes. Now I've lost. Right. Switzerland versus Denmark. Denmark win. No, Andrew, get lost, man. You didn't deserve to win. You lost. Just,
But at the end of the day, what was the full-time score? Doesn't matter if you deserved it or not. That's all that matters in football.
Because goals is all about scoring goals.
Goals win games.
That's right. Right, we move on to the
interesting now.
Quarterfinals of Euro 2020. And wow, Belgium against Italy. Ooh.
Belgium.
Really?
Yeah. I think Belgium are my underdogs. Even though not underdogs, actually ranked second in this tournament, if you would believe.
To say the Belgians are underdogs, Jade.
Well, but I think they're not talked about as France and England are. So yeah, I think Belgium will beat Italy, but only if you agree.
Well, dare I not?
You can. I'll just.
Yeah. You'll just that'll do for me. The fact that I'll just that let's just stop there. Right, France. That was what was that? Anyway, we've got France against Poland in the next one. It's got to be France.
France, yeah.
I think anyone that goes for Poland and that was absolutely off their rockers. Paul says Holland never turn up for the big games. No, they haven't in the past. I think they will do this time though. I've got a sneaky suspicion. And then you lost to Costa Rica, says Billy. Yeah, I remember that. On it. I like you lot crying over Lampard against the Germans. We'll not talk about
sad,
that.
Andrew.
Geordie says Scotland might claim we had a dream, but that dream will be over soon.
Don't tell Susan.
Yep. Belgium versus Italy. Belgium for the win. So they agree with us on that one, does Thomas. We have to beat Portugal. We still believe, says Charles. Exactly. Junior says Italy will beat Belgium just like 2016. Italy, says Keith.
It's a tough one because I think Italy are a good team, but I just think the Belgians have a bit more for me.
Paul says Scotland A could play Scotland B and still lose to the Faroe Islands. France versus Poland will be a France win, says Thomas. France, says Keith. Andrew says, remember Iceland?
Oh, I do.
We've already spoke about that, you see, because we're man enough to talk about that, because we lost to Iceland. Roy Hodgson was our manager. That's what you have to take into consideration there, Andrew. Yeah. Roy Hodgson.
We've had some stinkers, let's be honest.
Just go and stick a haggis up your ass. Geordie says Eden Hazard might score for Belgium, so Belgium will beat Italy because goals win games. Well said, Geordie.
Yes, Geordie.
Iceland is a cracking shop. It is.
Ooh, I love the Gregs they're doing there.
Yeah. Billy says we owe the Portuguese. They've done us luckily on penalties twice this century. Indeed, they have, Billy. Indeed, they have. Right, the final quarter. The last two quarterfinals. We have Spain against England. We've got to go with England, haven't we? I think we'd be crazy to go against England in that one.
Yeah.
Netherlands, Denmark.
Netherlands.
Has to be. Which leaves us with the two semi-finals of this year's Euro 2020, according to me and Jade. Mainly Jade, because I'm scared shitless to disagree with her. Let's just see any other comments come in. Just one from Andrew. Are you lot think you turn up to win everything? You're shite.
Well, we're supporting Newcastle, so we've got to bloody have some hope as well.
Keith says England. Thomas says England. Andrew says Paul cannot wait for next week. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew, you don't be too cocky, because humble pie will be coming your way if you don't do very well.
Very true. Keith said the Netherlands. Tony says, does Kerry Katona still play for Iceland in the midfield? Yeah, what was that?
She did the Iceland advert.
Yeah, she did during the Iceland celebrity, didn't she?
Mum's shop in Iceland.
Yeah. 6 sausage rolls for £1. Just £1. 6 sausage rolls. You get a free custard slice with that as well. Oh, dear. Thomas, Denmark versus Netherlands. Netherlands will win. Junior says, I think Belgium will be the flop of 2021. Might as well hand the cup over now, says Billy. England will beat Spain. Andrew, exactly back at you, Jayde. Lol.
Well, I'll probably do it, my friend. If we get
deep fried humble pie, that is. Yes, with a nice bit of custard. And Jail says, all the mums back in Iceland. Don't you know the mums back Iceland? We get 6 sausage rolls for £1 and free custard slice. Yeah. I don't know why I'm going into that mode all of a sudden.
It was like a Manchester accent you were going there.
Where the hell's she from?
I don't know.
She was probably off her face at the time of doing the advert, so it could have sounded like any frigging language.
It's Iceland.
Yes, shop in Iceland.
Remember, take your bags with you.
And I'm just off to snort another line. Paul says Southgate will take all of his experience of managing Borough badly, then channel his inner Bruce and get us knocked out in the group stage, then blame injuries to the injured players that he picked. Yeah, that's very true.
He's got it pre-written.
France says Joshua. Tony says, put Paul in a wig for the next Iceland ad, and you too, Jayde. Well, yeah, that'd be interesting. Emily says, good Lord, you two. Listen, hey, we're like Bert and Ernie or something. Yeah, Bert and Ernie. Hey, Bert.
Hey, Bert. Ernie.
Hey, Bert. I can't find Bert. Has anybody seen my friend Bert? I can't find him. And then Kermit the Frog walks in. I can't find Miss Piggy either. And then Yoda comes in. Miss Piggy has gone, have her right? She has. Anyway, Andrew says, can you imagine if Frame Jones took over halfway? Who's Frame Jones, Andrew? You can't even bloody spell. You've got COVID, man.
Graham.
Go and get yourself some rest, Andrew.
That's gates of Guardiola.
Yes. Billy says, you both sounded like Lester Piggott. Oh, friggin' hell. Do you actually know who he is, Jayde?
I was like,
Lester Piggott was a jockey from a long time ago.
Like a horse jockey.
What else is going to be a bloody jockey? He's not going to be a jockey of a car or a jockey golfer or what other jockeys do you know?
Well, why does he sound like a cartoon character? I thought he was like
because his name's Lester fucking Piggott. I mean, his parents must be off their plot, man. Seriously.
I thought he was like a cartoon jockey. We're talking about like a comedian.
What's a cartoon jockey?
Like a cartoon version of a jockey.
Let's move on. Let's move this on because honestly, I've got.
It's actually spelled Gream. It's not
yes. So go and stick another
hand.
Andrew. Andrew. Thomas says, Paul, your voice is lovely in Iceland. Oh, thank you. Sausage rolls £1. GL's laughing for some reason. What's your fantasy 11? Listen, that's not getting broadcast on this show. If you want to go and talk about your fantasy 11, Pornhub.com. Billy Watts says, hello, mate. If Gareth bottles this tournament, he needs to be time. Damn right, he's got to go.
Yeah.
France will smash Belgium, says Junior.
I haven't got there yet.
Gone, says Billy. Gone where? Chipper says, fuck now, Paul, that voice sounds like Kerry Katona getting ragged. No, Chippers! Disc jockey, says Emily. Yes, I suppose so.
See? I knew I was marrying her for a reason.
When have you known a bloody disc jockey called Lester Sodden Piggott? Of all the sports in the world.
Well, you could be like, do you want your wedding done by Lester Piggott?
Jayde, seriously, with all the sports in the world, a name like Lester Piggott, you're going to think of horse racing, surely to God.
I don't understand why.
Paul says, good impressions. The one of Daddy Pig is bang on. Sod off. Billy says we're going to get to the Portugal game and shit bricks, probably. We need John Sinclair, says Andrew. No, we don't, because he's doing his 6,000 stream tomorrow night, I believe.
We're not good enough for you, Andrew.
I am struggling here, says Andrew. Well, stop making ridiculous comments. Stop putting haggis where it shouldn't. Go to bed.
Yourself rested for your match on Saturday, I think you're playing, aren't you?
I don't really care. Tony says, yeah, they're good impressions, Paul. I'm impressed. Well, thank you very much, Tony. Belgium versus France, it would be a good game, but Belgium should win it. Ooh. And what do you guys think about Prowse not getting picked? I think it's a disgrace. A disgrace. Who's your dark horses then, says Andrew? Well, mine's Denmark, but unfortunately we've knocked them out now. So a dark horse has got to the quarterfinals. Right. Yeah. Belgium, France, Jade.
France.
Who is it going to be?
The France.
La France.
La France.
Vive la France.
Vive la France.
All right. So we're going for France to make the fight. I actually agree with you there. And England, Netherlands. I've got to go with England against Holland.
Yeah.
So it's France against England in the final, which is what a lot of people are saying will actually happen in this tournament.
If we don't bottle it.
That's true. Billy says it's okay, Andrew. Struggling is a Scots national characteristic. France says Keith to get past Belgium. Red Rum is a dark horse, says Geordie. Yes.
I know who Red Rum is.
Hey!
Yay.
Lester Piggott never rode him, though.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah. Paul says John's electric bill is going to be through the roof if he's doing watching on the Euro games on top of his other 4,000 a week.
It will, yeah.
Yeah. Thomas says, Paul, I must have thought of it. You sound like my baker from my local baker with the Iceland voice. Well, I'm pleased I can entertain you. England, says Keith. Billy says France are too okay. They would kill us since Southgate plays too defensively. Billy, just wait, it'll happen. France and England win, says Thomas. England will beat Holland. England, says Joshua. Didn't we beat you in the rugby? Andrew!
Oh, it's a different sport, man.
Andrew, go and put the rugby ball where the haggis are. All right? Junie says, can Kante win the Ballon d'Or or Mount? Listen, I'm not bothered who wins the Ballon d'Or as long as Mason Mount has a wonderful tournament. Right. Last game of Euro 2020, according to our predictions, Jade. France, England. Who is going to win the European Championships?
Vive la France.
Ooh. Right.
That's just too much. That's too much for me.
Okay, so we're going with France.
Yeah.
Your predictions are all set. Log into save. Well, I don't really want to log into save.
I'll be very happy, if we even made it that far. I know it'd be nice to win, but
okay.
I think.
So we've gone for France, ladies and gentlemen. France are our Euro 2020 winners. Let's just have a look at the comments. Geordie says England will beat Holland. Yep, definitely, undoubtedly. Shut up, Andrew. Egg ball doesn't matter, though. That's right, Geordie. It's just a sport for
you don't
people.
Touch footballs. You're not supposed to touch them.
Okay. Jade, really think about what you said.
Yeah, I'm going to stop myself because.
Yeah, please do. Paul says there's going to be an awful lot of cheap England merchandise going cheap after the Czech Republic game. Paul's really not confident of this Euros. He's not. I've lost my comments again. Here we go. There we are. Billy says, you beat us in the Cabertossen too. Charles says England. Keith says France. Geordie says it's common sense to say France, but I'm English, so it's coming home. Geordie, I love your confidence. I was going to pick England to win it, but Jade had already said France. And as we know, Jade has a horrendous temper, horrendous rage problems, and you just do not disagree with a woman, quite frankly.
What?
I know how Emily feels.
Yeah, I think France are a very, very good side, but I feel like we have got the talent to beat a side like France, but Southgate has got to set up his team right. And the reason I picked France is because I don't think he will. I think he'll be scared of France and will be defensive and are the best time we can players on the front forward, getting with our good forward thinking players. I just feel like he won't do that, and that's why I've picked France.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but it would be nice. I have got faith that we'll do well. I think.
I'd love for you to be proven wrong, Jade. Don't get me wrong, but I'll
sit here with my hands held high.
Yeah. Right, I'm off. It's going to be good. Thanks, everyone. I needed that. Come on, Scotland. Andrew, take care of yourself, mate.
Good luck, Scotland, and hope you feel better soon, Andrew.
And I hope it's not too painful with haggises where the sun don't shine. JL says baguettes. I take it that he's going for France. Hopefully England, but I think it will be France. Tom says, how far do you think Portugal will get with Ronaldo? Tom, have you been watching this show? Seriously,
I told you about 5 minutes ago.
I'll put it back on the screen just for Tom's sake, right? Tom, have a look, right? Oh. Portugal aren't even getting into the quarterfinals, mate, because England knocked them out in the round of 16. That's how far we think they're going to get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's you told. Billy says they beat us once in 20-odd years at rugby. Well, thanks for letting us know that.
Well,
Quarter says Joshua.
Forever.
Yeah.
I'll hold that close forever.
That's right. Billy says as long as we can keep Mings off the pitch, we'll be all right. Yeah. I think if Tyrone Mings plays, we've got to go against anything we've said about England victories as far as I'm concerned.
That's just a leaky man, isn't he?
Well, the man is just bullshit, to be honest. He's absolute bollocks. Geordie says it's a one-off game at Wembley, and we all know goals win games, so who knows what could happen.
I think, if we do get obviously the semi...
That's really taken over now, the goals win games, hasn't it?
If we get to the semi and the final, obviously they're both at Wembley, so...
Yeah. Can Kante win the Ballon? We've answered that one. It's coming home, says Taylor.
Good, Taylor.
And 3 lions on his shirt, says Charles. And Tom says it's also coming home once he's realised we beat Portugal.
Yeah.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our Euro 2020 predictions. I really do hope you've enjoyed the show. Me and Jade have had a blast doing it, and it's nice that you're giving us comments saying, "Oh, the banter's great between us," because that's what I wanted when I brought Jade on board to the channel. Anyway, I knew we'd hit it off. I knew we'd have a blast, and I knew Emily would be sitting in the background laughing her face off at everything and spitting drinks everywhere and stuff like that. So. Really, it's now over to the Euros, and it's going to be very, very
away,
interesting.
Mr. Southgate. And
yes. Now, Sunday afternoon, when the game finishes, I've fixed the thumbnail now, so it's not transparent.
Oh,
yeah. That was my serious error of judgment with that one. But there it is. England versus Croatia. Match reaction live will be at 4 p.m. on Sunday, straight after the game. Now, what kind of mood will we be in? Will we be in a rage? Will we be in a happy mood? Who the hell knows? Because it's England. If we go defensive, I'll be raging. I really will, because I think we will throw away such a good opportunity to have a really good tournament if we go too defensive, which will really, really piss me off, Jade.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best chance we've had in a very long time to go far in a tournament, even win a tournament. I don't think we've been even near being the favourites to win for a very long time. So it's been a nice change, but he needs to take that and not let it get to his players, and he needs to take it and run with it, not to be scared of it. Yes, there's always going to be a lot of expectation on England because we're
definitely
Newcastle fans and England fans. So obviously we have to have a lot of expectation on them. But again, we don't. I want them to do what they can, do the best. And I feel like they've got the team to go far. And I just hope, with all God, that Southgate realises what potential he has in his team, and he plays to their strengths and doesn't go too defensive.
JL says we will get far if we don't bottle. I'm hopeful for that, but France will make Southgate crumble. I'm with Jade. Tom says good show tonight. Billy says the Wembley stands are twice as high as level 7. Hope Davy Wonder takes his specs. Davy Wonder. MBE for the next England manager. MBE? Oh, Monumental Bell End, of course.
Oh,
how dare I forget my own catchphrase? My God.
I was trying to think it's like Marcus.
Yeah. Geordie says home bargains sell lion bars, so if you can't afford an England shirt, stick the wrappers on a shirt. That is a blistering idea. Well said, Geordie.
3 of them.
Tony says goals win games unless you score them in your own net. That's also a very good point. Keith says brilliant show again. Alan enjoyed the show, thank you. JL, great show, Paul and Jade and chat. Emily says great show, you two plunkers. Well, I love you too. Tom says Steve Bruce for next England manager.
Dad, I'll let him go.
I'll drive him to Wembley.
Heart, but if he wants to go and pursue his dream,
you're such a lion bugger, Jade. It will not break your heart at all. Thomas says great stream, Paul and Jade. Tony's clapping. Charles says you two are great. Excellent show, says Geordie. And Tom says, what's an OBE then, Paul? What's an OBE?
That thing you get from the Queen, innit?
I don't know. Is it when she chops your shoulders off? Or
Yeah.
is that knighthood? I don't
That's
know.
it. But I think you get like a medal. I think it will be. I'll have to think of I can't think of an all word. You have to come back to us. I'll tell you on Sunday.
Okay. Right. And one other show that I just want to mention before we end is this one, My Mental Health Journey. It's a recorded video that I did yesterday and released it yesterday, last night. Basically, there's so many people been on Twitter lately who've been having a really difficult time. And I know a couple of the lads, Martin and MH, who particularly had bad spells of mental health. There's a couple of others as well who've since managed to seek some help and actually got it, which is good to see. I put this video out because I went on Barry's show on his mental health show a few weeks ago and sort of told everybody about it and about my past and about getting the illness, etc. But I also wanted to put it on my own channel, because if I can help just one person to see that there is a way out of being rock bottom, anxiety, depression, whatever it may be, then, helping one person is good enough for me. So if you know anybody who's going through anything like that, or you yourselves have been through any sort of anxiety, depression, just give it a watch. And I just talk about my problems that I've had, as a kid, and then obviously getting the illnesses, and then how to, when you hit rock bottom, and then responding to that, and just having a focus on life again, and looking forward to doing things. Because, back then I would never thought that I'd have been doing a YouTube channel. I never thought I'd, meet up with a sister I never had in Jayde, you know what I mean? And have that, friendship with her and Emily, if I ever get to sort of meet her in the house, if I ever get invited. But you know what I mean? It's just about how you bounce back. It's about giving yourself a focus, giving yourself something to look forward to, and try and grow as a person again. And I'm a completely different person to what I was 4 or 5 years ago when I was going through the bad stages. But it's how you pick yourself up. It's how you move on. I'm certainly a better person for it. But there's also wonderful people on social media. I know Twitter gets a lot of hammer at times, but, there is a lot of good people on there who are willing to help. Strangers as well. Just, everybody is there to help each other if you want it. So the main thing is seeking professional help first, and then going on from then to get more help from friends and family, even strangers. But you can bounce back. Even when it thinks that you think that there's no light at the end of the tunnel, you can bounce back. So if you want to share that video with anybody, then please do. If you haven't seen it yet, then please do go and watch it. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. We've got a few more comments before we end, Jayde. So let's have a look. Lee says, obsessed bellend. Must be that Mackham. All right, there you go. Lee. Yes. An overwhelming bellend, says Billy.
Good one too.
I can't believe I never mentioned monumental bellend when he was on, when he put that comment on there. Yeah. Bastard. Chipper says, apparently level 7 David thinks tonight was a great show, but didn't fucking see it. Lee says, a great video about Paul's mental health journey. I recommend that you watch it if you haven't already. Thank you. Keith says, great mental health video, Paul. Thank you very much. JL says, massive respect for that, Paul. Still haven't watched, but a subject that's important to me. We'll stick it on tonight. Thanks, JL. It was very difficult for me to make, but I held it together, and I did what I thought was right. Andy Gray says, Order of the British Empire. That's the proper name for it, obviously. The OBE did.
Yeah, cutting someone's head off.
Yeah.
Not the Queen slashing people. That's fine.
I want to give it a watch now, Paul. Thank you very much, Tom. Right. That is it. That is the end of the show. Thank you once again for all your brilliant comments. It's been fantastic. Even though, a few of you disagreed with which way we were going, but that's just the way it is. Everybody's going to have different opinions about who's going to win and who isn't going to win. But thank you very much for watching. Me and Jayde will see you back here at 4 p.m. on Sunday for Match Reaction Live. Please do tune in. Let us know in the comments what you thought about the team selection, formation, and how England went about the game. Hopefully it'll be 3 points to start the tournament off, because if it's not, there's going to be 2 angry people on this show. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching again. And from me and Jayde, it's good night.
Coming home.
Be strong.